What's crappening? Uh, wondering if you ever heard of these documents called it's called Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. And it's basically a whole document about how they are gonna first they're gonna monitor us, everything we use, everything we do, everything we eat, everywhere we go, and then they're gonna slowly start cutting back the money, and it's gonna lead to basically socialism and then communism. And this is a plan by the government. This was a government agency that did this. And then it's like, if you think the government is your friend, I'm sorry to inform you, but if you look at the Oliver North continuity of government speech, or the continuity of government situation, it's like basically the continuity of government means that they must imprison, like basically prison camp, the entire population of America. And once again, I'm not racist. I don't discriminate on particular races or anything or groups, but they do, and they want to lock up, especially first and foremost, all minorities. They are targeting minorities first, and so I mean, this is just documented. This is out there. This information. It's called the King Alfred Plan, Rex 84, and this lines right up with the 10 regions, the FEMA regions, and it also lines up with the FEMA camp, and it also talks about in this Rex 84 continuity of government. It was talking about how Hitler had a bottlenecking problem, and they fixed this bottlenecking problem with their concentration camps. Basically what they did, they stated in this, is that they have a vaporization chamber. And I mean, and this whole document was made 50, 60 years ago. And this is what they planned then. So I mean, you can only imagine how elaborate and cutthroat it is now with all the, because they couldn't perceive back then the jumps in technology that we have now. So I mean, literally, they have vaporization chambers like 1984, like George Orwell. So it's insane, dude, how crazy this shit is. And then they got the nerve to call us terrorists, because I mean, they gotta tell themselves something. They must convince themselves that what they're doing is right. And I mean, there's different ways. There's one way is to demonize a group that really ain't. They're not really your enemy or nothing. They're just someone to point all your rage at. You know what I'm saying? There's the 2-minute hate rally in Orwell. It's the same thing. They probably do this. They probably, show pictures of militiamen and researchers and whistleblowers. They probably put pictures on the wall and all these people, rah, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying, in their FLECT brainwashing centers. But here's the thing, dude. If in a society, what makes a society free and non-despotic means you have peace officers. The minute that your military becomes your police, you are no longer a free nation. You are no longer a just society. You become an empire. An imperialistic. You've become, you become basically like it was in Rome. I mean, Rome wasn't totally bad, but it wasn't very good neither, dude. They just got to, crucify people, basically. Think about that. Think about how deep that goes. You know what I'm saying? You're walking down the street and then there's guys over there hanging on these fucking pieces of wood. I mean, that's what happens when you make soldiers your police. They treat everyone like a criminal. Everyone's a terrorist. Everyone's the bad guy. Everyone has to die. In order for me to live, you have to die. Basically, is what that's the line. That's the party line that they're telling people. I mean, it's the same thing. It's neoconservatism. Neoconservatism is fascism. It is corporatism. And I'm sorry. I mean, I know what they've done. I've seen the KKK doing their speeches, their whole spiel. All the minorities are going to take all our jobs, take our women. White people ain't reproducing as fast as blacks. That's where you get your Margaret Singer types. You know what I'm saying? Your eugenics types. That's all neoconservatism and neocorporatism. So that's what we got going on here. I mean, it's not debatable, y'all. I mean, this is factual. Like I said, check out the Rex 84 King Alfred Plan, the continuity of government, Oliver North speech, which basically, like I said, continuity of government means that the citizens got to die to preserve the government. You can always make new citizens. You know what I'm saying? Like, they kill all of us, what are they going to do? They'll invite in the Canadians and the South Americans and whoever else. You know what I'm saying? This will just be like, it'll be the NWO hub, basically. And then you got this quiet weapons, or silent weapons for quiet wars. I mean, just think of that name, silent weapons for quiet wars. How malevolent is that? Just the way that's stated. I mean, how slicky doo-dah. How EIEIO CIA-ish. You know what I'm saying? Just straight. I mean, it's scientific. It's a scientific, systematic genocide, democide. Basically, is what they've been planning it. They've planned it. I mean, at least they've thought about it. Whether they ever truly plan to put it into play, I'm not sure. But basically what it says is they're going to use black troops and Mexican troops. Like, they'll send Mexican troops to Mexican town to help round up people, get them in the camps. And then once they get them in the camps, then they disarm the Mexicans and throw them in there with the people they just helped round up. And believe this, dude, listen. This all comes from the reservations, dude. All from the Indian genocide here in America. They did the same thing. They used Indian scouts to catch the Indians. And as soon as there was no more free Indians, all those scouts that were cavalrymen got taken. They took their guns and they threw the men that helped get the other men. They all threw them in the camp too. You know what I'm saying? So, and dude, it's crazy, dude, but this is what's going on right now. This has been going on for a long time. They've had evil, sinister plans, dude. Fucking, and they've went way out of their way to conceal them, or even, that's what this whole PC issue is to cover these types of things. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know, it's all cloak and dagger, man. It's all bread and circus. It's all, I don't know, man. It's all Hegelian dialectic, man. It's all double speech, basically. And look, they don't have good intentions for anyone. You can't, listen, if you really look at it, the government doesn't view you as a part of it. It sees you as separate. And I mean, that's the thing. America was founded that the people are the government. You know what I'm saying? We elect officials that, you know what I'm saying, that represent us. But they stopped doing that a long time ago. So I'm not sure if they ever did, or if it was just a clever magic trick, or I'm not sure. But it doesn't seem like, it seems like America's always been deeply. I mean, it's been very discriminatory, dude, on minorities. And I mean, it was from the beginning. So I mean, why would it be any different now? It's getting worse. You notice that it's getting worse. It's kind of like a boil. It's like when you feel a boil coming, you can feel pain under your skin, but you can't see what's causing the pain yet. But after a while, it festers and it grows, and then it starts to pop through the skin. You know what I'm saying? There's been a big festering wound. It's a spiritual problem, dude. It's not a mental. It's not psychological. It's not an ideological. I mean, it is partially ideological. These are part of the symptoms of this spiritual problem. It's that people don't their view of what is right and what is wrong is very skewed, because I mean it's the Machiavellian. Listen, it's not about what is right or wrong. Whoever has the biggest guns declares what's right and wrong. This is what we got going on right now. This is what it is.